We live? We live. Hello, welcome back. I don't know why you're here, and God knows I don't know why I'm here, beyond the fact that a long time ago two people had a very irresponsible night, and I'm paying for it for the rest of my life, as we all know. So, what have I got for you today? Well, a remix of some Yashas, because I've been working with some new ideas for that, and also a completely redone version of Daddy Arakawa here. Or as most people call him, the true fish daddy, but still, let's be honest. He's amazing and it's fun. Originally, if you look at an old video I did with him first time, I had him on a shadow build. However, I actually got a word from somebody that Leviathan might be a better option. That it might work better because of his skill set. People are still trying to figure out how to use him. I'll admit, he can be a little bit challenging at times. For some people. I'm one of them. I tend to have some difficulty figuring out because there is wording situations with some of the skills and such. But I have to admit, Leviathan, much better than Shadow, surprisingly. So we're actually going to start with that. So as you can see, he is grade 6. He is fully skilled up. And look at this beautiful attack. This is great. He's got a little more speed, a little bit more crit. Just a nice little generous sprinkle of crit. Some crit damage. Some effect resistance to try to keep him from getting knocked stupid. A little bit more defense. A little bit more HP. Because, I mean, you want him sticking around as long as possible. But let's face it, most of us, if we do use him, we like using him for his after effect. And there's my game freezing. It's been doing that a lot with the Uber Boss thing, believe it or not, yes. So as you can see, like I say, he's fully skilled. But it's his ability where after he gets KO'd and he can do this situation here. With the attacking situation after he's been KO'd, let's just face it, a lot of people want to use him for that. Which, to be honest, that can be a nice little saving grace at times. But again, fully O'd. And of course, he does this beautiful thing here. In all honesty, it's one of the reasons I like him so much. And of course, we have here with his Wavebreaker Slash, yes. Now, Shadow here, and these two you're seeing here were two of the original Shadows, if I remember correctly, that were on him. And I think I went that route because my normal SSR Arakawa does have Shadow on him. I actually will probably double check that to make sure I'm not saying stuff out of my mouth. But when I got told Leviathan, because of the damage and damage reduction thing with the Leviathan Force, I realized, you know what, no, this could actually work. And yes, it works surprisingly well, and it also fits in my taste of like having joke situations when it comes to certain Shiki, so run with this. If anything though, it does do nicely. So yeah, Shadow if you're starting out, but when you get a hold of some Leviathan, I definitely switch it up to it. But either or is pretty good, but I think Leviathan might actually be better, so I kind of agree with the person who told me that. Unfortunately, I don't remember your name. I think we were talking in like either channel 1 or channel 2. I'm sorry. I apologize profusely, but hit me up if you remember that discussion, because yes, you're right. It has been a beautiful idea. I wish I could remember your name so I could tell you personally. And we're just going to ignore what's going on in Channel 2 right now. Let's face it, Channel 1, Channel 2, we all know those are the fun channels where there's always something wild going on. So shout out to everybody in Channel 2 for today. So let's move on, of course, to Yasha, who, let's face it, he might be one of my favorites. So we'll start her here with Yasha Red, who is grade 6. anyone who's seen my previous videos on him knows he was my first Yasha, and I actually built him with Sea Spirit, or Sea Sprite. Why do I keep... Yeah, Sea Sprite. Because I'm a dumbass who didn't know what I was doing, and I thought, heh, Water Spirit, Sea Sprite, that works, yay. It's actually proven surprisingly useful as Sea Sprite's ability with the shielding situation here, the create a shield on the first turn situation. That has actually saved my ass in early game with him, believe it or not. That shield saved a lot of butts, so don't knock it. Albeit, the effect hit was kind of, I initially later on figured, oh, that's probably a waste, except, and this is something that has never been actually confirmed, and I don't think anyone can figure this out, but in my experience, something about effect hit seems to have, I don't know if it was something with the effect hit itself, if it's some kind of connection with the RNG for his multi-attack situation, which is here, with the Underworld Sea situation, but somehow effect hit seems to boost that 50% chance. And I don't know if it's, again, effect hit or if it's Sea Sprite itself. I've met a couple of other people who have said, yeah, there have been some weird thing there. It seems to almost boost your chances, but they can't figure out either, because so we're not sure what's going on with that situation. But what can you do? Now, back on track here, we have, of course, like I say, he's grade 6, 6,000 attack, a little bit of defense, a lot of speed, because I do want him active on like a first turn situation. The only effect hit boosting he has here is from Sea Sprite, but again, for some reason, sometimes it seems to actually bolster your chances of actually getting that 50% hit, and I don't understand it myself. If someone who knows about how the game is coded or something can answer this question, is there something going on with this combination that's called boosting that chance, or is it just dumb luck? Please let me know. I am very confused, and there are some other very confused people out here. Now, as with before, he's, of course, like I said, fully boosted up here. And, of course, like I said, we have, of course, Sea Sprite here with a focus on its attack. Little bit of sprinkle of crit and crit damage, but mostly putting the effect of just basically being able to wreck shot, because let's face it, it fits his personality. And of course we have Otokura here because of not only I had this beautiful attack boosting and a crit booster, but because of its passive effect, which, let's face it, we kind of love this. He also boosted the rest of his stats very nicely, so he sticks around for a bit. Which we love. We love having our Shiki stick around. Right? Right. Not gonna lie though, I really do love this red skin on him. Sure, it's just the red version of this, but I mean, there's just something about it. It not only gives me some Inuyasha vibes, but it also gives me some Dante from Devil May Cry vibes, and I just love it. Legit, I could almost see this as a costume for Dante from Devil May Cry, to be fair. Now, we move down the row here by quite a ways, and we start moving into the other Yashas, and Yasha Black here is my second one. And I know there's some people up there raising Cain about in the comment section connected to him for this skin because because we know what they took when they altered it. In all honesty, I personally don't care too much myself, but I find the comments hilarious. I mean, we still love it though. Yes? Yes. Now, this, of course, he's boosted. He's a grade 5. He is fully skilled, and he uses what most people would suggest as his soul is to go with Shadow, which, no shame. This actually works nicely. Crit boosting, increasing damage for if its target has more than 70% HP. I mean, he can definitely wail on somebody. Now, again, he doesn't have any abilities that need effect hit, but as I said, something about effect hit seems to have, in my experience, boost his chances of getting a multi-attack. Obviously, this entire time that I keep talking it up, it's gonna make me a liar. But it has done it, so I don't know. That's the only reason I try to keep a little on there, because I'm trying to run the theory and see if it actually is doing something. Of course, I have Kyokotsu here for its attack boosting scenario, because, I mean, you want him being able to wail on somebody. Yes. He's not as fast, but, I mean, he's still grade 5, so this will probably all change when I boost him to grade 6, which I'm going to have to do eventually. Yeah. Now, of course, we move on to Yasha Green over here, who uses a Claws and Seductress setup. So his focus is on crit. You want him critting, no effect hit, because I wanted to see if maybe it's if something related to crit is somehow affecting it. I'm trying to figure out what is actually affecting that 50% chance. Is it just random number game or what? But certain things seem to be affecting it, and I'm just trying to figure out what it is actually. So as you can see, again, grade 5, fully skilled. And of course, using Claws here for his granting a 50% chance of ignoring 45% of defense when attacking. Which again, focus on attack. And then of course, we have the extra crit boosting and attacking from Seductress. Which, to be honest, I just wanted to make him kind of a heavier on the crit. And, I mean, so far this has actually been pretty effective. It's not too shabby. Now, of course, over here, we have the relatively fresh boy. And as you can see, I have another here. That's because this Yasha is currently fully skilled as much as he can be without being evolved. But I wanted to have him unevolved for this video. Like, literally, after this video, I'm evolving him. I'm going to start continuing to boost him. But I wanted to see, unevolved, how does he do? Now, the focus of this one, again, fully skilled, but without his fiend ability here. So he's relatively fresh. Grade 4, relatively fresh, unevolved, not too shabby in the attack, the defense, or hit HP thing, no real speed boosting. Lots of crit damage here. Some extra effect hit, not only because of the other thing, but because he actually is equipped with an effect soul. And of course, some effect resistance, as we know. In that, we've all faced it in some of the secret zones, is Yasha with Snow Spirit. And it can really fuck your day up. Let's be honest here. Let's be real. I'm not monetized. I can say the word fuck. There we go. And so, yeah. So, of course, a little focus on that to try to inflict the freezing effect and everything. But I also really loved this Oborogumo crit damage booster and effect hitting soul. And let's be honest, when him being able to raise his move bar by 30% when he gets attacked, you can't tell me that ain't going to be some fun, especially if has the ability to freeze. I want to see what this will do. And of course, he may not be the strongest, but he's going to make it hurt when he does hit you. So yes, fun. So, if you stuck around this long, thank you. I know you probably all got what you came for, but if you want to stick around and watch the fight, we're going to take out a level 40 Hahakagami zone, level 40 Kappa zone as we do, and just watch the fireworks. So let's hit it, shall we? And yes, I do have something here I'm working on that a viewer suggested. So we'll probably get around to that eventually too. Moving forward, let's go. And game froze for a second. Save it. You're not needed. Froze. There we go. I hate it when the game does that. Okay, see, there we go. Now, we completely lost a whole bunch there, so yeah. There we go. Now we've caught up here. Mostly. Yep. It looks like they're hitting nothing on my end because the Hahakagamis didn't load in yet. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. For some reason, his it's like effect hit seems to boost that. I don't understand it. Okay, so the worshippers are active in 2, but that seems normal too. So hello, people. All right. So we got through that, and now let's hit the level 40 Kappa zone and see what happens, shall we? I'll see you in a hot minute. All right, and we are back in the Kappa zone with one Daddy Arakawa, 4 Yashas, a Seme back here in the background looking pretty, and fodder. So let's see what happens. I think the game is actually finally caught up from its the loading issue. So let's go. Yep, and there's Arakawa just wailing on people. Now, not exactly seeing So Spirit doing its thing, but that's understandable. There we go. Just take out half of the field, why don't you, buddies? There we go. Now we're getting to see some Snow Spirit coming active. And, of course, there's the move bar getting boosted. Alright. Alright, that was actually fun. So, yeah, overall not too shabby. And I know probably could have done more if I had brought my an ore bringer along with the party, but come on. Daddy Arakawa with 4 Yasha. It's gonna be a fun party. Anyway. So, on that note, I'm gonna head off from here. If you want to do the holy trifecta of YouTube down below with the like, comment, subscribe, if you're feeling like it, please do. And I will catch you next time, alright? See ya.